Hello, everybody. This is BScout 100 here with,
Press the master for war.
and welcome back to some more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the previous episode, we had gone through more of the trial, and let's see, a lot of things happened. Honestly, we're starting to make a stand in court and um getting used to the use of the Grand Grimoire and the rules of this world. In this episode.
Also, people are idiots.
Yeah, people are idiots. In this episode, more witness testimony! Yay! If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me and Chris if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join in on this investigation slash court slash adventure slash let's go.
When was William Shatner giving the intro? Because that was just William Shatner. Tell this court in your own words about the sequence of events that would transpire tonight. Oh, hi, Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the lantern fell to the ground after the incantation was of his nays. Sploosh! I'm as sure as snow it is white. I made certain to keep my eyes peeled of that milk bucket after all.
Besides, how can you be sure the lantern fell just because it had a little mud on it?
Right.
These eyes do not lie. I saw the lantern in the accused's hand when the incantation was uttered.
That's questionable.
Yeah, their testimonies are fucking scattered.
Yep, they're all over the place now.
These full testimonies, they're most interesting. The witnesses all saw the same thing, and yet, people's memories are evidently quite fickle. They can never be a truly reliable source.
Well then, Professor, with enough poking and prodding, I bet we can really cause the testimonies to crumble. Like British food! Of course. We need to exploit their fickle memories and turn this thing around.
Turn the case around. Okay. Okay.
Anyway.
We've got this, Nick. We'll press them so hard they won't even remember what they had for breakfast.
Like bread? Can't even remember what I had for breakfast. Really, Phoenix? Really, Phoenix? That's what you had to think about? Now, Sir Baker, you may begin your interrogation.
Alright. Sure as...
I think we had to press them all. Because all of these have,
Her.
all have, different, details.
I know, but her. She's the one I want to press first.
Hold it! Why? It's because you're suspicious of her for something wrong?
No, it's because of the fact that how can you be sure the lantern has dropped just because of a little mud? Meanwhile, the fucking glass is shattered.
It's true, but also Knightley's is also questionable. But anyway, what do you mean?
Well, maybe the mud was already on the lantern before any of this happened. Did you ever think of that?
Lady?
Again, she can't see very well.
I know, but the cracks are really obvious, Rob. Before any of this happened?
Like, maybe it's been there since last week. It did rain last week too, after all. And if that's the case, then there really isn't any point to arguing about whether or not she dropped the lantern, right?
Indeed. What do you say, Defender? I say she's full of shit, my lord. Take a closer look at the lantern. You'll notice there's mud on the glass.
Mud on the glass?
The lantern wouldn't be very useful with all that mud blocking out the light. Miss Kira, I'd say your little theory regarding this lantern is muddy at best.
Ah!
I could point at witnesses till the cows come home. That wouldn't but that wouldn't turn this testimony into anything I can use. I gotta find a lead somewhere. Yeah, Knightley's is probably the most suspicious, but I will agree, Kira's is also very suspicious just because of how stupid that she's being right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is important. Are you sure you really saw that lantern?
You're but a petty baker, are you not? It is not your place to be telling me what is important. There is but one thing of importance, ridding this town of its witches as quickly as possible.
Objection! Objection, sir! Hardly. I'd say this is far more important.
What?
We're trying to find out the truth here.
How absurd. That girl's a witch, I say, a witch! I would stake my entrance into the Knights of the Inquisition on it. Listen well, whelp. Yes, Sir Bonham. Many young men within the ranks of the knighthood share your level of passion. However, you let your ambition completely blind you, the same way that muddy lantern leaves one blind and helpless in the dark. What?
This guy. This
Yes.
fucking guy.
Yes, indeed. I would say he's quite the tough motivator.
He's also not entirely stupid. Oh boy, Entex, what do we do now?
Mm-hmm. Alright. Dumbledore, your turn.
Hold it! Hold it! The lantern fell after the incantation. Are you positive about that? I say I'm positive, literally positive, I'm positive. I heard the voice and then sploosh! Sploosh? That sploosh, was that the sound of the lantern hitting the ground? Indeed, but of course. Do you see? But if you look at the lantern, you'll notice that the glass is shattered. You specifically said you heard a sploosh. Shouldn't you have heard the sound of glass shattering when it hit the ground? The sound of glass shattering? No, I'm afraid I failed to catch your drift.
Oh?
I presented an area farther away from the crime scene. Or I was present in an area farther away from the crime scene. You see, I have no recollection of hearing the sound. No recollection? Precisely so. I have something to say to that! I have you know I can easily hear a dog barking across town. Do not underestimate my hearing. I wasn't. Relax, Grandpa.
There is nothing of interest in this testimony. Will the witness with the goat please proceed with their testimony?
Huh? Right. You mean us. You startled us, didn't you, Snowy?
Okay.
Hold it!
But earlier, you stated that Miss Kent...
That came in late. You stated that Miss Cantabella had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Well, not quite. We didn't say for certain. We only believed it was on her wrist. Believed?
What's belief gonna do?
Yes, precisely. You know how you sniff milk when you're not quite sure it's gone bad? And then your nose is assaulted by that foul odor when you weren't expecting? Well, it's a bit like that.
Heed my words, madam. Do not make a habit of stealing for your own safety.
We said we're sorry. Please, it was also his fault.
Hey! I'll fucking
Don't bring me into this.
I'll fucking kill you.
You bitch.
Oh, brother. Oh, good grief.
Anyway, we can confidently say that we both saw the milk buckets, right, Precious?
Don't talk to me.
As for the lantern falling, we don't know much about that, do we now, Schnookums?
Yeah, go back to Dumbledore. Cause I'm pretty sure you're supposed to isn't there a way to like press Miss Mary on that, or did we not get that ability yet?
We don't have that ability yet.
Okay, then I guess go through all the testimonies. Cause we should have the ability to like check in on the other statements. We pressed them all, right?
Yeah, we did.
Then I guess it'll tell us after the fact, because I think they expect us to press everything at once.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, go see. Like, just go, like, exhaust the dialogue.
Alright.
Or to the end. Well, you didn't have to press. I meant just go to the end. Because I know sometimes it does that where it expects you to press all the dialogue, and if you, like, skip sections of it, it's a little weird. Is that different?
Oh, okay.
That's different.
What do you think, Nick? Anything fishy?
I think there may be something I can use.
Really? Wow, I didn't hear anything special.
There was definitely something out of place about that one witness testimony. It was something that I haven't noticed from any of the others witnesses so far.
It appears you may have found something, Mr. Wright.
For witness cross-examination. This is something I've never done before. And will never do again.
Mm-hmm.
But then...
Well, that's not entirely true. It did. I think it does appear in the series again, but out of a certain game that is fucking region locked.
Oh, you're right.
Yup.
Japan, give us a game already. Freaking Sherlock Holmes, that guy.
The problem is the estate for Sherlock Holmes, the writer's estate, like they charge a whole lot of royalties, and it's just something that the company can't afford. That's the reason why it's region locked. I actually saw a video on it at some point.
Damn.
It sucks, but
like what?
I mean, it sucks, but
well, even if they can't, well, I mean, it would just be cool though.
I know.
Maybe one day. I'm hopeful. Because you know how the Miles Edgeworth games came over, or at least the one did.
Yeah.
But then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Oof, bad. Bad.
Maybe there's... Oh, God. Maybe there's another way I should be tackling this.
I believe it is worth trusting that intuition, Mr. Wright.
Okay, got it.
Alright, let's try pressing that old man once more.
I mean, what else are we going to hear differently from Gandalf the Grey? Yep, and you didn't hear the sound of glass shattering.
Oh? Oh, wow.
There it is! Right there. I knew I heard something strange.
Hold it! Everything freezes.
Oh god, it actually does.
I see you!
Zap. Maya.
But, oh, yeah. Sorry. But Old Greybeard didn't say anything weird.
Maybe Maya, that's not the old. It's not the old guy that says something weird. It's the person next to him.
Next to him. Err!
Well, I know what your thumbnail's gonna be.
Oh, is it? No, it's gonna be one of the 3 things that YouTube decides it is.
But you can force it to look like this.
I know.
Look there, Professor, the goat lady. She looks really deep in thought.
Or has the 1,000-yard stare, but
It would seem. She has noticed something odd in this elderly gentleman's testimony. Ah. That's right. These cross-examinations have 4 witnesses. Hey Nick, looks like we're not the only ones paying attention to these testimonies.
you sure about that, Maya?
Right. Which means if they're all listening to each other's testimonies.
Correct, Mr. Wright. Each witness is
What?
fully aware of themselves and their own actions when in the middle of their own testimonies. However, it is while listening to the testimonies of others that the witnesses may sometimes reveal the most valuable information.
I see. It's habitual. They can't tell they're doing it, but I can.
Gotcha!
Yeah, really?
Really, this is just Apollo's ability.
Without
The
having
way
to.
he rolled it stops everything in time while discussing, seeing the witnesses' habits and quirks that they don't normally notice. This is just Apollo's ability. God damn it, level 5.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to use it to turn the tide back in our favor.
In fact, I do believe I may have spotted our first opening in which to test this new technique. Mr. Wright, could I draw your attention to the touch screen? Oh no!
Tutorial.
Basically, you're gonna hear the sound of "oh" and like a exclamation mark going off, and then you gotta scan the witnesses to see who made the sound. That's all.
Yeah, well, aren't they going to be moving the whole time, too?
Yeah.
So it makes it really obvious who it is, regardless. Right. So the important... I turned that off. So the important thing here...
Isn't the witness that's in mid-testimony is the other 3 witnesses? Listen. It's just a matter of catching them off guard and questioning them.
What are you waiting for, Nick? Let's give it a shot. How about we try questioning the goat lady next to the old graybeard?
Okay, all I have to do is slide this magnifying glass over to that witness. Oh yeah, now we have them.
Hello, Miss Mary.
Hang on.
I forgot how weird that sounded. Hang on! Excuse me, Miss Mary.
Oh, do you mean us?
No, not me.
Nah, Savvy. But Snowy and I have nothing left to say.
I knew it.
I caught it completely by surprise.
Mr. Wordsmith just gave his testimony. He told us all about the sound he heard when the lantern fell to the ground.
Mr. Wordsmith didn't seem too sure. But I wonder if you might happen to have something to say about this. Well, that's... Is that all right, Sir Barnum? May we answer the question?
I don't fucking care. Do what you want.
Hiding evidence, shall we?
Do what you will, madam. There's no need for formalities.
Good. Huh? Well, we'll try to explain, won't we, Snowy? The truth is, we did hear something. That is to say, we heard the sound of the lantern's glass shattering. We're sure of it. It was frighteningly loud. It quite startled us, didn't it, Snowy dear? I looked in the direction of the sound, but I couldn't see anything, let alone the girl of those two thieves. It was a tad dark after all. That puts Dumbledore's testimony into question, cause he did not say that thing. When the glass was shattered, the flame inside must have gone out, hence she could not see them. That seems to be the gist of it. Then, as I peered into the darkness, I heard it. Heard it? What did you hear exactly? You know, that. I heard the incantation for the spell Ignace. So that was after the lantern fell.
Mm-hmm.
That's different than what everyone thought it was.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Ugh.
Now, hold it right there, witness. Yes, my lord.
The glass shattered when the lantern fell. Then after that you heard the incantation for the spell Ignace. Do you swear to this court that this is, without a doubt, correct?
Yes, maybe, I think. Oh, good about my testimony. What about my oratical observation? The blasted spell Ignace occurred first, and then the lantern plummeted to the ground.
I heard no such thing. There's no sound of shattering glass. Absurd. Simply absurd. So the lantern fell and the glass shattered. That does not change the fact that this girl's a witch. Shut up, Knightley.
All of these people are morons!
Shut up, Knightley.
I hate to disappoint you, but that's not quite the case. In fact, this testimony changes a lot. Wouldn't you agree, Inquisitor Barnum?
Ugh.
What is the meaning of this? Let's go over what we know so far. In order for a witch to use any magic, they must be holding a witch's scepter. And yet, none of the four witnesses the defendant saw the defendant holding a scepter of any kind. That's because the scepter was made to disappear with the spell Demir, eh? At the time of the crime, the two victims grabbed Miss Cantabella's arm, causing her to drop the lantern to the ground. If, at the time, she was in fact holding an invisible scepter, then the scepter must have fallen when she dropped the lantern. Now, let's say, hypothetically, that Miss Cantabella really is a witch. In order to use any magic, she would have had to reset the spell before dropping the scepter. However, as our witness Miss Mary had just stated in her testimony, she heard the incantation for Ignace after hearing the lantern's glass shatter.
Ugh.
What?
Nice eyes.
Yeah, I love those eyes. You do all understand what that means, don't you? It means that Miss Cantabella, the supposed witch you locked up, could not possibly have cast any magic. Therefore, the defendant of Mrs. Stella Cantabella is clearly in no way, shape, or form a witch.
Ah!
The cornered music is playing, yes?
Yep.
Such frivolity! Do you realize what you're insinuating? Do you really think she's not a witch? Such nonsense! Did any of you even listen to my testimony?
We did, but you're wrong. There was no glass shattering.
Are you calling me a liar, Missy? You couldn't even see the mud on the lantern when it was plain as day.
What ridiculous claims, all of you! Oh, hush! Take your little toy sword and go back to playing pretend, Sir Knight. Enough! Witnesses, this is a court of law, not a playground. Must I remind you of the importance of these proceedings? Witches and their magic threaten our fair town of Labyrinthia. Your words here today could decide the fate of every single citizen within our walls. Do you understand? As such, I expect each of you to take your role seriously and testify honestly about what you saw.
In all my days as judge of this court, I've never seen such behavior. Behavior that leaves a cloud of doubt over the credibility of each of your testimonies.
Indeed, my lord. What a miserable set of witnesses, this lot. I see. It would appear this trial has come to a sudden halt.
So that must mean...
Quite right. It means you have won this trial, Mr. Wright.
What? Oh god, there's a glare on my screen. I can barely... Okay, there we go.
We've won?
I can hardly believe that a situation we have found ourselves in. Do not anticipate this trial ending with such a strange turn of events. But due to these witnesses' dubious credibility, I can see no reason to continue. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum?
As you wish, my lord. What's going on?
They're actually gonna let this witch run free through the town?
Curses, if it wasn't for that witch and our friends.
Hold it!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I claim no responsibility for this guy.
Okay. Wait up, Blue!
Nope.
Nope.
Not before I take the stand to testify!
I fucking love this guy. And I also fucking hate this guy.
Who is this buffoon?
Huh?
Behold! Who am I, you ask? Who am I? Why? I'm the man that's gonna single-handedly save this trial on the fifth witness!
I love this guy.
What? What?
Even Barnum didn't see this one coming.
Alright, you're up.
Just as I thought, this trial was going down the drain before I got here. Okay, you lot, assemble. We need a strategy meeting ASAP.
I say, who are you?
Thank goodness you showed up.
We can't give up now, everyone. It's come down to this. To arms, everyone. We shall do battle against that baker and the hat seller.
Can't believe this. What the heck is going on?
Truly fascinating. It seems a new witness has taken the stand. What's more, he appears to be quite the formidable witness.
Well, I guess. This trial is still far from over.
That it is. That it is. To be continued.
I love the cornered music in this game!
Do I want to save? Do I want to save? Yes, I want to save game.
Do it.
Okay, actually, I think this is a good place to end.
I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going on for 31 minutes. It's still a good episode. Oh,
Yep.
Okay, alright. So, we're going to end things here. In the next episode of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, we are going to go to the second half of
We're
this
gonna
trial.
listen to Torbjorn's drunken cousin over here.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.
Oh boy, a lot!